Buckingham Palace is navigating a delicate intersection of health and heritage as King Charles III confronts cancer treatment while charting a definitive course for the crown's future. The monarch's recent choice to discuss his illness openly, followed by revelations of a sealed succession memorandum, has heightened public attention and internal urgency, connecting personal vulnerability with constitutional stability. The issue resonates widely because national approval of the monarchy is slipping among younger adults, charitable income relies on sustained goodwill, and heritage tourism remains a multi-billion-pound asset to the United Kingdom. Polls conducted in April place overall support at a comfortable majority, yet the figure drops significantly within the 18 to 34 demographic, prompting advisors to reinforce continuity and transparency wherever possible. Charles underwent a routine procedure for benign prostate enlargement in January last year and soon after received a diagnosis of an unrelated early-stage cancer. Buckingham Palace announced the news in February, explaining that outpatient therapy would allow the king to continue essential paperwork while stepping back from large public events. In April he wrote to cancer charities, reflecting on the shock of becoming part of national statistics, and in May he spoke candidly with a fellow patient during a garden party at Buckingham Palace, transforming a standard walkabout into a moment of unprecedented royal openness. The king's treatment schedule now dictates a modular approach to public appearances. Engagements are confirmed only after weekly clinical review, and fallback plans name the Prince of Wales or the Princess Royal as primary stand-ins. Queen Camilla maintains a full program with targeted focus on literacy and domestic violence prevention, ensuring the public face of the monarchy remains active even during the sovereign's lighter weeks. Parallel to this medical journey, Charles drafted personal succession papers late last year. The documents reportedly request that Catherine be proclaimed Queen Consort immediately on William's accession, echoing the late Queen's 2022 endorsement of Camilla's title. Court officials will not confirm contents, yet family members have been briefed privately by Princess Anne, whose mediation has helped align expectations among senior royals. The Princess of Wales commands the highest approval rating within the family, a lead strengthened by her own transparency after announcing a cancer diagnosis earlier in the spring of last year. Her short video message describing complex therapy attracted widespread sympathy and set a precedent for measured royal disclosure. By autumn she completed chemotherapy, returned slowly to duty, and now joins high-level strategy briefings that previously included only the king and his heir. William balances expanding responsibilities with family life at Windsor. He reduced overseas travel during the height of both illnesses but resumed international work in early spring, leading Earthshot outreach in Singapore and chairing cyber defense talks in Tallinn. Close advisors note a renewed seriousness as he absorbs additional constitutional tutorials designed to prepare him for any unexpected regency scenario, a contingency still viewed as unlikely but no longer theoretical. Meanwhile, Princess Anne's reliability anchors the system. Following her appointment as Councillor of State, she has overseen investitures, regional tours, and even facilitated a brief private visit between King Charles and the Duke of Sussex. Her consistent presence reminds the public that royal duty continues unbroken, reinforcing faith in institutional resilience during health-related uncertainty. Charitable results suggest the transparency strategy is working. Cancer organizations have recorded a marked rise in donations correlated with the King's public comments, and research charities report spikes in early screening inquiries. The King's Foundation, rebranded from the Prince's Foundation after the accession, posted robust income last year and launched an ambitious mentoring initiative for 35 young innovators led by Princess Eugenie. Her professional background in the international art market aligns with the program's heritage and sustainability goals, adding a younger voice to the royal philanthropic roster. Financial oversight remains tight. The sovereign grant acknowledges increased security and travel expenditure linked to medical logistics, while the National Audit Office prepares to question officials on cost control measures at a committee hearing later this year. Republican groups argue for greater transparency, though government responses state that current disclosures fulfill statutory requirements and the monarchy generates significant net value through tourism, diplomacy, and charitable influence. Political context frames every decision. The Prime Minister has expressed public confidence in the monarch's progress, but contingency planners within the Cabinet Office still model scenarios in which councillors of state might assume limited duties temporarily. Under British law, regency would require formal medical certification and parliamentary approval, a process last applied in the early 19th century. Sources close to the palace insist such measures are nowhere near consideration, emphasizing Charles's determination to serve actively despite ongoing therapy. Internationally, diplomatic adjustments highlight adaptive strategy. Should doctors advise against long-haul flights, the King may open next year's Commonwealth Summit through secure holographic address, a first for a British sovereign. The Prince of Wales is already penciled in to lead on-site proceedings, while the Princess of Wales would host parallel engagement with youth delegates, extending her early years advocacy to the Commonwealth stage. Closer to home, preparations for trooping the colour illustrate operational flexibility. Plans allow for the King to reduce inspection duration and shorten the parade route. If physicians ultimately advise rest, William will salute in his place, replicating Princess Elizabeth's substitution for George VI in 1951. Balcony arrangements include Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, whose gradual public introduction mirrors childhood transition models used for Charles in the 1950s. The Duke of Sussex remains largely outside daily operations, yet his brief visit last year softened perceptions of family fracture. No further meetings are scheduled, but lines of communication remain open, and palace aides note that major personal events still draw private contact among brothers. Looking ahead, the state opening of Parliament provides another barometer. If Charles's health permits, he will travel to the Lord's Chamber in full regalia. Otherwise, a throne room broadcast may substitute, testing how far tradition can bend without diminishing ceremonial gravitas. The monarchy's financial and reputational stakes remain high. Heritage tourism records continued growth, but economists warn that prolonged uncertainty could deter future bookings. Brand analysts attribute a significant portion of British soft power to royal patronage, noting that audiences respond positively to authentic narratives of resilience and family unity. Against this backdrop, the sealed memorandum on Catherine's future title gains symbolic weight. Support for the Princess of Wales already outstrips that of the heir, and the King's explicit trust in her fortifies institutional messaging for decades to come. Public approval polls suggest that formal recognition of Catherine as future Queen Consort would meet little resistance and may even boost confidence among younger demographics. For now, the royal household projects calm continuity. The King continues light engagements between treatments, Queen Camilla reinforces outreach through her patronages, and William and Catherine balance visible duty with family stability. Princess Anne sustains the heaviest schedule, ensuring regional visits do not falter, while younger royals such as Eugenie widen the institution's touchpoints within contemporary culture and enterprise. Observers will next assess the summer parade season, noting how health updates align with ceremonial spectacle and whether further personal disclosures emerge from the monarch. Attention will also track progress of the mentoring initiative, which serves as a bellwether for the Crown's pledge to blend heritage with innovation in its public service agenda. The forthcoming broadcast will follow rehearsal footage from Horse Guards Parade, provide medical clearance updates where available, and examine the mechanisms by which succession plans quietly evolve beneath the surface of pageantry.